Hey, thinking about homeschooling? Let me help you to understand what to expect. Hello, my name is Don, and I'm going to give a quick video explaining a little bit of things that I wish I would have known before I started homeschooling. So, the first question that I had was, how do I find an accredited program? So I wanted to take the time to read this from the U.S. Department of Education's website. The U.S. Department of Education does not have the authority to accredit private or public elementary or secondary schools. And the department does not recognize accrediting bodies for the accreditation of private or public elementary and secondary schools. However, the U.S. Department of Education does recognize accrediting bodies for the accreditation of institutions of higher post-secondary education, meaning college and stuff past high school. If an accrediting body, which is recognized by the Department for Higher Education, also accredits elementary and secondary schools, the department's recognition applies only to the agency's accreditation of post-secondary institutions. And this is important. Accrediting agencies may voluntarily seek recognition from the state, from the secretary only if schools and institutions the agency accredits need the secretary's recognition in order to participate in some federal programs, such as federal student financial aid programs. So understand that accreditation by the U.S. Department of Education is linked with funding. Understand that. So I know that leaves some people saying, well, who accredits these schools or who gives recognition? And it's left to the state. So you can take your time and read the site. I kind of left, the screen recording of what's on that site. So let's go on to another question I had, which was, can my son, if he decides to go to college, how's he going to do that if I'm the one homeschooling? Like I wasn't going to enroll him in a private or private school or whatever. I wanted to actually do the homeschooling. So we started out with time for learning. We did. And he, in turn liked my lessons. And that's why you're looking at this right now, because I started this and I named my particular homeschool. But the only thing he'll have is a homeschool certificate. And I was worried because I said, what if he does eventually want to go to college? And I don't want somebody to say, oh, you were homeschooled, you didn't learn anything. So this is from the University of Maryland website. I'm pointing this out because I have a client who told me that she has plenty of students who were homeschooled, and she's a professor at the University of Maryland. So I was like, oh, so we're going to read this policy right here. If you've been homeschooled, you should submit your completed UMD application and provide a transcript with the following: course descriptions, books used, methods of evaluation, and grades received. You should meet the same minimum high school course requirements as expected of all applicants. Your SAT and ACT scores will be strongly considered in review of your application. Please also include general information about your homeschooling program or agency and a letter of recommendation from both an academic professional and the homeschooling teacher/parent. If you've taken college level courses, you should also include an official college transcript with your application. That's the purpose of the program you're looking at now, DMS Academy, because I'm literally in the process of homeschooling my own child. And so I understand that other people don't have that, the organizational skills all the time, or even the time to dedicate to making a transcript, issuing out the lessons. So, my course that's mine under DMS Academy is the home economics. But for other courses that is involved in this program, I outsource. Like, for example, we might use Khan Academy, or like I said, it could be time for learning. Whatever it is, you just need thorough records and somebody to, do the stuff for you, or you might need. And that's what the purpose of my program is. So I'm going to continue Now, some colleges want more. So this is courtesy of a website called compassprep.com. And here's a quote from theirs. They said, "We reviewed the policy language from 167 top schools in the US and found that approximately 20% explicitly encourage the submission of AP scores for holistic reviews in the context of homeschool applicants or applicants who attended non-accredited high school." So, I assumed AP was meant advanced placement, and I was correct. So I didn't even know it was a whole governing board for this whole, testing, and you have to pay and all that. So from just a quick screenshot from one of their quotes where it says AP exams are scored on a 5-point scale. The final score for each AP exam is reported on the 5-point scale that offers a recommendation about how qualified you are to receive college credit and placement. But each college makes its own decisions about what scores it will grant credit or placement to. So you can visit that website for more details. To conclude this video, I want to make it clear what you're looking at this stage of the game. Right now, this is just what you would consider a curriculum. So, for example, I don't believe Khan Academy is accredited. Time for Learning isn't accredited. These are just course curriculums. That's the difference. So, for example, you may not want to teach home economics, or I'm giving different business aspects and all this different kind of stuff, how to run a household, basic things of how to run a household, set cost saving methods and all that different kind of stuff. That's just a course. My course just includes other benefits such as record keeping, course descriptions, all those types of things to help you along this homeschool journey that honestly I wish I had. Inshallah, my goal is that we will eventually be registered with the state so that the child, whoever enrolls in the program, will actually have an official diploma from the state, whichever state that we decide to register in. But even still, just like me and other homeschool parents, the homeschool diploma that we give is a valid diploma, like you just saw, that is accepted for the University of Maryland and plenty of other colleges. It's just that basically, in my humble opinion, they just want to make sure you wasn't sitting at home just doing nothing with your child, just taking them shopping and just playing all day. Like, they really want to legitimately understand, that you was providing a quality education for your child. I'll probably do more videos in this series that'll probably be on the YouTube channel, inshallah. But that's about it. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.